G'day. In a previous video cutting 6061 aluminium alloy, a comment was left suggesting that 1200 RPM and a decent amount of cut and feed would do the job of making chips. So I thought I'd give it a try. I can't get to 1200 RPM sensibly, so 1000 RPM will have to do. So I changed the belt over on my lathe to change to 1000 RPM down from 3000. Now this is just a skim cut to take the skin off and clean up at 25 diameter. And now we're taking the real cut, which is 2mm deep and 0.2 per rev feed. And you can see it was drawing 2.5 amps, which surprised me. I thought it'd be drawing more. It's actually removing metal quite well there. And we're making chips. But as the diameter goes down and the surface speed gets less, we end up not making chips, but making a mess. See, they start to form as a spring, then it just sort of turns into a ribbon that becomes quite horrible. So it's removing metal, there's no doubt about that. I just find it strange using this low speed when 3000 is about, well, it's actually less than the speed you should be using for a carbide insert. There I'm just parting that bit off, wasn't going to be able to take decent cuts on what was left. There's the clean up cut for the next piece, and this time we're taking a 2mm cut at 0.3 per revolution, and you can see we're right up to 5 amps there. Making chips. Still making chips. This is so much load that my turret is actually deflecting, and you can see we're not really making chips, we're just making horrible, nasty thick ribbons of material coming off. The load is reduced to 2.5 amps now as the diameter is reduced. But you know, the surface speed is getting down to almost nothing here. So it's really not the way I'd go about cutting aluminium. But as you can see, there's not a lot of stringy swarf left on the lathe, so maybe the gentleman was right. I won't be using that method. I prefer using some speed on the cutting tool. But there you go. Thank you for watching.